Are you a complete stranger to the stock market? Well, don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to show you the best books on stocks right now. Hello, marketers. Today we're going to be talking about 10 great books for beginners in the stock market. These are all must-have reads for anybody who wants to get into investing. So don't wait any longer and jump straight into these awesome reads. Before we begin, if you don't subscribe yet, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of our new videos. Number 1, Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. Author, Edwin Lefebvre, published, 1923. Reminiscences of a Stock Operator was written by Edwin Lefebvre in 1923. This book tells the story of Jesse Livermore, who was a great stock market speculator in the 1920s. There is much insight in the book about how Livermore began his trading business and achieved so much success with his great speculations. In this book, you will understand why investors lose money, and how you can avoid it by following some common and useful habits. Famous quote: "The principles of successful stock speculation are based on the supposition that people will continue in the future to make the mistakes that they have made in the past." Number 2, Market Wizards, by Jack D. Schwager. Author, Jack D. Schwager, published in 1989. Jack D. Schwager interviewed dozens of top traders on a variety of financial markets for this best-selling book. Though they differed in their answers, all of them could be boiled down to one essential formula for trading success: solid methodology and the right mental attitude. In this book, you will discover how Michael Marcus was able to achieve a 2,500-fold return in just 10 years, how Bruce Kovner achieved an 87% annualized compounded return over the course of a decade, and how Paul Tudor Jones garnered triple-digit percentage returns 5 years in a row. In addition to these amazing stories of wealth, there are many valuable lessons to be learned. Famous quote: "Being wrong is acceptable, but staying wrong is totally unacceptable." Number 3, How to Make Money in Stocks. Author, William O'Neill, published in 1988. This book explains how to make money by reading the daily financial news pages, selecting the best industry groups in the market, reading charts like an expert to improve stock selection and timing, and reducing losses and mistakes. In this book, William O'Neill presents his slim system of investing. This article discusses the importance of selecting growth stocks that have great earnings and products that are revolutionizing the world. This book is superior when filtering out companies that possess the fundamental characteristics of a winning stock. If you wish to gain technical analysis knowledge, however, you will have to learn it somewhere else. Famous quote: "The whole secret to winning big in the stock market is not to be right all the time, but to lose the least amount possible when you're wrong." Number 4, Trading in the Zone, Master the Market with Confidence, Discipline, and a Winning Attitude. Author, Mark Douglas, published in 2000. Mark Douglas wrote the book Trading in the Zone in 2000. This book has become a classic in the field of trading psychology. Douglas uncovers the underlying causes of inconsistency and helps traders overcome the ingrained mental habits that are costing them money. The author exposes the myths of the market one by one, teaching traders to look beyond random outcomes, to understand the true nature of risk, and to feel comfortable with the probabilities of market movement that govern all market speculation. Mark Douglas describes some of the common dangers of trading, such as failing to take responsibility, and then provides principles and tools for overcoming them. Perhaps the most important understanding is to think in terms of probabilities rather than right and wrong. Famous quote: "If there is such a thing as a secret to the nature of trading, this is it: at the very core of one's ability: 1. To trade without fear or overconfidence; 2. Perceive what the market is offering from its perspective; 3. Stay completely focused in the now moment opportunity flow; and 4. Spontaneously enter the zone. It is a strong, virtually unshakable belief in an uncertain outcome with an edge in your favor." Number 5, Trading for a Living, Psychology, Trading Tactics, Money Management. Author, Alexander Edler, published in 1993. In 1993, Dr. Alexander Edler authored the classic book, Trading for a Living. The book discusses the psychology of investing. The book is suitable for everyone, including beginners. This book helps you discipline your mind, teaches you how to trade the markets, and reveals how to manage the money in your trading accounts so that no string of losses can knock you out of the game. He concludes by stating that you should scan the fundamental information, read technical signals, and implement rules of money management and risk management. Famous quote: "When a beginner wins, he feels brilliant and invincible. Then he takes wild risks and loses everything." Number 6, Trade Your Way to Financial Freedom. Author, Van K. Tharp, published in 1998. Trading Your Way to Financial Freedom discusses both psychological and system development aspects of trading. In this book, you will find information that will help virtually all traders and investors substantially increase their income. Throughout Dr. Tharp's presentation, he covers everything: psychological biases against good systems as well as ingenious concepts of orderliness that allow you to accurately predict market turning points and utilize them to your advantage. Trade Your Way to Financial Freedom will introduce you to entry techniques used by the masters, demonstrate how to develop a high expectancy system through effective exit strategies, and teach you how to achieve your objectives through the use of proper position sizing techniques. We will teach you the principles that will help you build an exhaustive trading system based on a set of objectives so that you can trade confidently and profitably. Famous quote: "When you understand what's involved in winning, as do professional gamblers, you'll tend to bet more during a winning streak and less during a losing streak. However, the average person does exactly the opposite. He or she bets more after a series of losses and less after a series of wins." Number 7, How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market. Author, Nicholas Darvas, published in 1960. The book tells the story of Nicholas Darvas, who achieved $2 million in the stock market in less than 2 years. Darvas amassed a fortune of over $2.2 million after investing only $3,000 in stock. Nicholas Darvas was not a professional investor, but rather a dancer. It tells his story from his beginnings with many mistakes to his eventual success. Throughout the book, the author describes his unique box system, which he used to purchase and sell stocks. Famous quote: "All a company report and balance sheet can tell you is the past and the present. They cannot tell the future." Number 8, How to Trade in Stocks. Author, Jesse Lauriston Livermore, published in 1940. How to Trade Stocks, published shortly before the operator's death in 1940, offers traders their first glimpse of the practitioner's trading system. Written with Livermore's trademark direct style, it combines fascinating autobiographical and historical details with step-by-step instructions on reading market and stock behavior, analyzing leading sectors, market timing, money management, and emotional control. The article outlines the overall trading strategy, top-down trading, industry groups, sister stocks, elaborates on the tools, pivotal points, discusses how pivot points are determined, Livermore Market Key, provides applicable money management advice, and explains in logical detail many of the trading philosophy, need for patience, focus on a select group rather than all stocks, etc. Famous quote: "Don't become an involuntary investor by holding on to stocks whose price has fallen." Number 9, Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns. Author, Thomas Bulkowski, published in 2000. Bulkowski advises you on how to trade significant events such as quarterly earnings announcements, retail sales, and stock upgrades and downgrades. The book covers 63 chart patterns that indicate whether a stock is in a bullish, bearish, or neutral phase. It identifies each chart pattern, explains how and why it was formed, and explains where it is likely to move next. The Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns presents the technical analysis tools, then reveals the secrets, such as average failure rates, most likely gain or loss, volume trends, and surprising findings, as it explains how to use the tools to build a portfolio of wealth. Number 10, The Disciplined Trader, Developing Winning Attitudes. Author, Mark Douglas, published in 1990. Douglas explains in this book that trading is not merely a game of methodology or strategy. Rather, it is highly dependent upon the psychology of the individual. Before one begins to trade, one should establish self-discipline, emotional control, and the ability to adapt. You will be able to handle the psychological stress of trading if you read this book. Mark Douglas demonstrates how the mental skills that enable us to function effectively in society are often psychological barriers when it comes to trading. By examining how we acquire losing attitudes, the author prepares you for a thorough mental housecleaning of deeply rooted thought patterns. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more videos from our channel, subscribe and make sure to turn on the bell icon.